All right, welcome back. This is the Hamilton Beach mixer. It's the Model 7 FM that we took apart before, and we had to degrease it and all that. You can tell we've got everything powder coated back to white, like it originally was. It's an interesting mixer because it looks just like the Model G in a lot of ways, or the Model H even. With a couple little differences to it. There's no mix guide window in here. I believe the Model H had a tag that covered up the hole where the mix guide window went. Model K's didn't, but when taking this apart, it didn't really seem like a Model K. It was more like a Model G or Model H. And even the casting on the base at first glance, it looks just like the Model G, and Model H, even the Model K. But if you look closely at it, these are just beveled on the side here. They don't have another line that goes through them. So that's something else I noticed that was different, along with the bowl adjustment that goes in here. You basically just slide the turntable. There's not a lever up here, for bowl, where normally have a sticker that says bowl control. That's not on here. But anyways, we've got all of our parts all cleaned up and ready to go. You can see everything is nice and polished. Even like our shafts and everything. We cleaned up all the parts that go back on here, and we're ready to get everything put back together and lubricated. I think we're going to stick with protocol on these. We're going to speed this part up since disassembly is when you really get to see a lot that goes on in here. Reassembly is just doing the opposite of it. So we'll go ahead, we'll speed this up, we'll add some music to it, and we'll come back, slow it back down when it's put back together, and we'll go ahead and we'll fire it up and make sure everything runs good, and let you guys check it out. This one right here is, this is one of those ones that I really enjoy doing. This was the customer's mother, so this one's got a lot of sentimental value to it, which you can't put a price tag on that. So, I enjoy doing these, being able to return them back and looking like they're remembered and in working condition, and really maintained so that they can run for years to come, and they may be handed down for another generation after that, which is a really cool thing. Alright, so we've got this one all wrapped up. Everything but the turntable. I did find another turntable for this. The only problem is it's a white plastic turntable, so I've got to get that painted black. So it looks like it originally did. This one's got like, these are beaters that came with it. They look like almost like brand new beaters. They're in excellent shape. And so it's nice to have the rest of it done. The brush cap that we found, it does have some crack lines in it. The only other one that I had was actually in far worse condition than that. These are just so hard to find anymore. I've been stashing them every time I find them, but most of the time when these come in, even if I get parts ones, one or both are just missing. All you're left with is just this. Everything busts off them because they're not Bakelite or whatever. I believe they're porcelain, and they get cracked really easy. Anyways, we got the handle cleaned up. The whole thing's been powder coated. The inside's been done. We've got our speed adjusted and everything. So let's go through and fire it up and take a listen to this. Alright, so it sounds excellent. I think the customer's going to be very happy with this one, especially being that this one, like I said, had sentimental value to it. So it's nice to return something back to its days of former glory, and the way that they're remembered. It's one of the things that I love about doing these restorations. Some of these have just a lot of sentimental value, and it's great to be able to bring that memory back. But like I said, this one is done except for the turntable. We'll get that turntable painted up here actually this afternoon. I've already got it cleaned up and ready to go. It just needs a couple coats of good paint on it, so we'll get that done, and we'll be able to get this one back to its owner. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and let us know that you liked it. If you want to see any of the other videos that we have coming up, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell down there so that you can get notified when we post another video. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate all the comments that you make, and especially from some of the viewers out there. They're like a wealth of information, and they know a lot of things about about different brands of these mixers, whether it's Hamilton Beach or Sunbeam or whatever. And I appreciate you guys leaving the comments as well with the information that that just benefits not only me but everybody else that reads them.